the bleaching of the reefs.
Coral reefs, yep, definitely. So habitat destruction is huge, and also pollution in the waters, of course, that affects all of our sea life. And then actually overfishing. But who wants to fish for a seahorse, right? There's actually a few different reasons this happens. So first of all, we like to eat shrimp too, just like the seahorses, right? So when shrimp trawlers go out and cast their nets, seahorses come up as bycatch, and unfortunately they are discarded after that. And then another reason they get overfished, this one's actually pretty interesting, not a lot of people know about it, is the medicine trade. So they contribute to 50 to 70 million seahorses coming out of the oceans every year and actually being consumed by people. This is because they're looked at as like an aphrodisiac. They're thought of to be the natural Viagra. This is probably because seahorses are the only animal in the entire animal kingdom whose male has an internal pregnancy. So it kind of puts a target on their backs. But there is no scientific evidence to this, and we are hoping that as education spreads, that these numbers will dwindle down and those populations can grow again. And then the last reason for overfishing of seahorses is the pet trade. So the pet trade used to contribute to over 1 million seahorses coming out of those oceans every year. And unfortunately, in home aquariums and even big aquariums, a lot of times they would pass away after just a couple of weeks. This is for two big reasons. The first is that seahorses are predators, so they like to chase their food before they eat it. And you can't really find live feed for sea creatures at the pet stores very easily. And the second reason is actually monogamy. So in the wild, seahorses pair bond for life. And so if they get separated from their mate, that can cause a lot of internal stress on their bodies, make them very sad, and they can actually die from loneliness. So these are two big reasons and very sad reasons for sure. So Craig and Carol Schmar, those are the owners of Ocean Rider, came here in 1998 to establish Ocean Rider, and their main goal at first was to take over that pet trade, right? They wanted to domesticate a species so that no more wild seahorses would be taken out into the pet trade. So since that program has been established, the previous number of 1 million has actually gone down to less than 10,000 coming out of the wild every year. And this is great, and it's because our seahorses here that are farm raised are happy and healthy in captivity. And they live over 10 years. Some of our seahorses even live to 18 years. And so this is very exciting news, and because that program is so successful, they were actually able to open up, or establish I should say, Seahorse Hawaii Foundation. So that's a nonprofit, and now Carol and Craig have the largest living gene bank of seahorses in the entire world. So they have all different species from all over the world, and they actually work to repopulate wild areas, so in marine protected areas. They have areas set up here in Hawaii. We have our own native species. In the Philippines, trying to figure out the other words, Fiji and Tahiti as well. So different areas all over the world, and we breed them and put them back into the wild to boost those numbers. So this tour is all about the seahorse, and it is our hope that by the end of this tour you'll be as in love with seahorses as we are, and you'll want to protect them and the oceans where they once were wild.